The country's east and west coasts are in the grip of wild weather with torrential downpours across New South Wales causing widespread flooding in the north, more of which is predicted towards Sydney and the south coast. Elsewhere, residents on WA's Pilbara coast are waking up to the damage caused by tropical cyclone Damien, and this morning we have reporters in both states for us. First though, let's go to our reporter Jerry Damassi, who is in Karratha, just one of the Pilbara towns that has copped the brunt of cyclone Damien. Jerry, how's it looking this morning where you are?
Well, we're still on red alert, but we've managed to safely get to the front of the hotel. And as you can see, the damage here is far worse. This entire structure toppled over. Big steel shade structure with the force of those destructive winds right onto that ute tray over there. Fortunate it didn't hit the cab really, but it gives you an idea of just how powerful tropical cyclone Damien was overnight. And this really is the least of the damage that we've seen across the region. Destructive wind gusts ripped roofs off homes and buildings. They toppled fences and structures. The full extent of the damage, that's being assessed right now by emergency services workers. But Damien was indeed fierce, that's for sure. Strongest wind gust recorded, 195 kilometres per hour. In Karratha here, we copped 230 mils of rain in the path of the cyclone over the last 2 days. The eye of the wall hit around 2 o'clock. The eye wall, yes, hit around 2 o'clock. It was very intense, raining sideways, massive wind gusts, bit of a reprieve with the eye wall for a couple of hours, then back up into it, and those winds continued right throughout the night. Damien now about 125 kilometres inland of us, heading towards those inland towns, but it is not going to be as tough for them because it's been downgraded to a Category 2. Fresh risk of flooding now on the Pilbara coast, including here in Karratha, with a lot more rain to come, really high tides. And as we're eventually able to head out once this red alert's lifted, we're expecting to see a lot more damage in and around the Pilbara coast. Locals in the area still not safe to head out, still many hazards in the area being assessed as we speak, currently under red alert here in Karratha. Lara?
Yeah, now a massive clean-up operation to begin. Jerry, thank you. Let's go to today's Beth and Yeoman at Penrith, that is in Sydney's west. Beth, pretty wet where you are?
It certainly is, Lara. You can see behind me the river is looking pretty flooded, and that water level just there has risen quite significantly even since we've been here this morning. The stairs are now completely underwater since yesterday's downpour, and it's looking like it's going to be the same again today. The SES is now warning of heavy rain and life-threatening flash flooding as parts of the state are set to record up to 200 millimetres of rain over the next 24 hours. It's already received more than 2,600 calls for help since Wednesday and responded to at least 20 flood rescues, mostly from motorists who had driven directly into flood waters, including 2 women who had a lucky escape when their car sunk near Byron Bay. The entire incident caught on dash cam, and Byron Bay has recorded the highest rainfall across the state with more than 400 millimetres since midnight on Wednesday. There are now hazardous surf warnings in place and fears of coastal erosion at Coogee and Collaroy Beach, while flood alerts have been put in place for many rivers, including the one behind me, the Nepean River. And look, it's hard to believe that just last month the state was battling through horrendous fires. It really has gone from one extreme to the other. But the good news is that this rain has had a significant impact on those fires on the south coast, and there are now less than 40 that are still burning. But Lara, it is not good news for commuters returning to work tomorrow morning, as the Bureau of Meteorology says the worst of the flash flooding will hit early then.
It's going to be a busy 48 hours for the SES crews, that is for sure. Beth Yeoman and Jerry Damassi, thank you very much for that comprehensive coverage this morning.